Hey everybody, it's time for The Plot Hole with your hosts, Johnny O and Jeremy Flair.
Are you gay?
Coming at you live.
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
Every Friday night at 8.
Every Friday night at 8.
On rockmetaltalk.com.
I went with jockeys here.
Something stinks like stale French fries.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
I killed your cat, druggy bitch.
All right, we're back here on The Plot Hole. Johnny O being joined with PhD Tony, JL Warren, and the Irish Demon. Although I think the Irish Demon is still playing with his fish. So we'll leave it at that. Subtle Serpent. This
Small and slippery.
This is not a Christmas song. You're correct. So the title of the video is, everybody needs to send me the title of this episode, I want people to send me their Christmas tunes, their favorite Christmas tunes. Put it in the chat. Let me know what they are. I know JL Warren doesn't like Christmas songs.
I don't mind Christmas songs.
You say that all defensive.
It's a pretty harsh claim. I don't like Christmas music. I happen to like some Christmas music.
This is Halloween doesn't count.
That's a fucking Christmas song.
It quite literally isn't, because it says this is Halloween.
But it's A Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's true. The movie is A Nightmare Before Christmas, but the guy says this is Halloween. This is song.
No, Nightmare Before Christmas takes place at Christmas. It is a Christmas movie, therefore the soundtrack is a Christmas soundtrack.
Okay, so by that note, then Die Hard 2 or Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Very good. I was going to have to throw something at you.
So is Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon, yeah. The first one is a Christmas film, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Tony got awfully quiet.
Tony to shit on our love of 80s action.
If you want to go that far, do you consider The French Connection to be a Christmas movie? Because Gene Hackman wears a Santa suit for one of the arrests.
Yeah, but was it set during Christmas time?
No. Well, it took at least part of it was, but the whole thing was the investigation. Took a long time. So I am cautious about using the term Christmas movie in the sense of what makes a film a Christmas movie. Does it just have to involve Christmas? Does it just have to? Does it have to be set entirely during Christmas? Does it have to be about Christmas?
Those are relevant questions.
I think set during Christmas with elements of Christmas woven into the plot.
Yes, I would tend to agree with that assessment.
Because, especially Die Hard. Because Die Hard, not only does, it takes place, it's at a Christmas party, and, he writes on the dude's shirt, now I have a machine gun, ho, ho, ho.
As he sends him down in a Santa suit.
As he sends him down wearing a Santa hat. As he sends his corpse down the elevator in a Santa hat. And then he gets the drop on Hans by taping a gun to his back or to his shoulders with Christmas tape.
Yep.
That says Merry Christmas.
Yep.
Yeah. So the
there are Christmas carols sung in Die Hard.
There are. I think it's I can't remember which one it is, but especially when they crack the vault, they open the vault and all the light comes out and they're all like dun 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 dun.
Yep.
That whole thing. Yeah, so it's
that's not
movie.
A Christmas song.
Oh yeah, that's the whatchamacallit.
That's Beethoven's Ninth. That's the Song of Joy. Or the Ode to Joy.
Ode to Joy.
Ode to Joy. Yeah, Ode to Joy. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not a Christmas song. That's just the choral element from Beethoven's Ninth Symphony.
Played typically during Christmas.
Maybe,
no, but you have the cop. You have the cop singing.
It also happens to be the national anthem of the European Union. If we want to go.
Well, the European Union just likes Christmas, okay?
So you say plot elements, right?
Uh-huh.
So do you think that the tape that was used is a plot element? Do you think that the film falls apart if he couldn't have used a different type of tape?
Okay.
Do you think that the film falls apart if he couldn't type ho ho ho? do you think the film falls apart if it's just a we got the contract party in Nakatomi Towers rather than a Christmas party?
Okay, so here we go. And JL, help me out with this, but there's a specific thing, Somebody's Gun, that talks about this in filmmaking. It's called Somebody's Gun. I forget the exact wording. The exact
Chekhov's gun.
Chekhov's gun. Thank you.
Gun, yeah.
Chekhov's gun. That everything shown in the film is relevant to the plot or is important to the plot.
No, that is tendentious nonsense. You can't just
Wow. You're using word of the day toilet paper words, Tony. It's too late for that shit.
Sort of those are peripheral aesthetic elements that you can change without having any impact on the course of the plot within the film.
Here's the reason why. Hang on a second. Hang on. Wait. Hang on. Wait.
Point of view that is controversial. That is what tendentious means, by the way.
Right.
So
right. Hang on a second. So here's the thing. If it weren't for the fact that there was a Christmas party going on, Bruce Willis would have never been invited out.
Yep. He was there for Holly, for Holly's Christmas party. He was doing it for her.
So, therefore, it is an integral portion or integral part of the plot.
Okay. Well,
and there are comments made about spending Christmas in LA because there is no snow. It's always sunny. It's like, what's the point? And because he's from New York, he'd much rather be in New York.
Yeah, because New York, well known as getting 100% snow on Christmas Eve. I've lived on Long Island. You're not fucking convincing me of that bullshit. That's for tourists.
Okay. Jessica G is on a tear right now.
79% of voters believe it's a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie.
American democracy is in worse shape than I thought.
What's more democratic than that?
Well, yeah, but you need well-informed voters for democracy to work, obviously.
We just gave you
people are going to hold those sorts of insane. I have to say that, I think that people like to say it's a Christmas movie precisely because you sit through it and then you come out of it and somebody goes, that took place during Christmas. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess it did. And everybody goes, oh, well, that makes it a Christmas movie. No, it doesn't. No, that doesn't make a lick of sense.
Okay. Well, then by that term, then National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is not really a Christmas movie.
It's all about Christmas, though. Is
it really? I mean, it could have been.
Yes,
they could have used Halloween. They could have used New Year's Eve. They could have used Thanksgiving. It's really just about a bunch of family getting together and saying some stupid shit.
Okay, hang on a sec.
The whole thing about Christmas lights and
hang on a sec. Enough bickering and fighting. Let's settle this once and for all. Okay. So I found this thing. This is a data expressed extrapolation to determine if Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Let's see. And they come down to it like, what is Die Hard? What is a Christmas movie? Part 1, created the script, the intent, the visual references, blah, blah, blah. Number of Christmas songs in movies, because there were Christmas songs in this film. Percentage of movies released, blah, blah, blah. This is the legit data. I'll have to share I'm going to share the friggin' link using data to do this. And I think this should settle it. I don't know what the end result is. I'm putting it up in the Discord. I have linked it. And the conclusion is, God dang, there's a lot of data points in this thing. The final result is Die Hard a Christmas movie. Although the studio not intended to be some of the films, either way, it's fairly certain to say that Die Hard is regarded as a Christmas movie in popular culture.
Right.
Done.
It is settled.
Yes.
Not to mention, just like Sean. Hang a second. Hang on. Just like Sean said, per Dish Network, more Americans watch Die Hard on Christmas Eve than Miracle on 34th Street, Home Alone, or The Santa Claus.
Yes, more people do cocaine on Christmas Eve. That makes cocaine a Christmas drug.
Well,
No,
it is called snow. It is called snow. It is called snow.
Like it's like it is fatuous reasoning. More people watch Die Hard because Die Hard's a more entertaining film than
Okay, here we go. Here's a good one. Here's a good one. Here's a good one. And I will freely admit that my previous analogy was faulty. Okay. What about Trading Places?
If that answer is yes, I don't know what's wrong.
I don't think it is.
What?
No.
There's a room full of Santa Clauses and Santa and golly.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, there are only 3 beardsmen here right now. 2 of them say that it is. 1 says it's not. You are overruled, sir.
Well, I think this is the tyranny of mediocrity.
Oh my God! Holy
Viper
crap,
swings.
I'm telling you.
His verbose weaponry.
There's yes, the vast majority of people are wrong. Just because they're a majority doesn't make them right. I feel like a Christmas movie has to be more, sort of. There is such a thing as the spirit of Christmas, and I think that a Christmas movie has to actually engage with that spirit to qualify. And I think that if you're ignoring that central element of community, charity, and family gatherings, then I don't think that you can realistically claim to be, Die Hard is an action film. Let's just be happy that it's an action film, and it's a very good action film.
You said family gathering. It was John McClane gathering with his wife, Mrs. McClane.
Yeah. Okay. Let's. you want to go there? Let's go.
All those things you brought up, Tony. Those are also Christmas movies. Those are also Christmas movies, including Die Hard. Just like Gremlins is a Christmas movie.
Okay, Gremlins I'm going to suggest is a Christmas movie, but the Christmas tie-ins for Die Hard are really quite tenuous for me. Like, they're very indirect, and I feel like there are other films where they are vastly more direct.
Them's fighting words. There's no Christmas theme to Die Hard. It's about murdering people. It's an action movie, and a really bad action movie. In fact, the entire Die Hard franchise sucks.
So after I take exception to the first and third one being in that movie.
Okay, so the first and I will suggest that the first and third ones are good action films.
Yes.
I will defend them, but
Die Hard
I will also.
bad.
Yes, it was.
The second one was so
wrong.
bad. The second one was terrible.
But if you, depending on how you view films, the first and third Die Hard films are incredibly problematic for different reasons.
Sure.
The whole idea of the black policeman who recovers the ability to shoot people again,
right?
And this is somehow redemptive, and worth cheering for at the end of the film. That this is some triumph that he can now gun people down again, having overcome his reservations.
Have you been to America?
The idea that everybody above the rank of police sergeant is some bumbling, idiotic buffoon with zero capacity to take on data.
I say again, have you been to America?
It is not the case. It is not the case that this is true. This is a This is actually a feeble, intellectually lazy generalization.